7 minutes to 8. This is the Hot Breakfast on Triple M, thanks to National Builders. More home, more value, more care. And a great story we've got for you this morning now is about 3 Deakin University students and a chicken who are on their way to try and trade up to $1 million for charity. It follows the Canadian Kyle McDonald last year, who started with a red paperclip and ended up getting himself a 2-storey house. And the boys have started with an egg, Steve, and they're slowly working their way up.
This is fantastic. There's 3 guys. There's CJ, there's Joshy and Finchy, and they're all studying architecture at Deakin Uni. They've got an egg. Then they traded the egg for a soundtrack album to the 1993 film Coneheads, which they in turn traded up for a game of Boggle. They traded the Boggle for a Lonely Planet guide, which they then traded for a digital camera to an Islamic alarm clock. Wish I had one of them. For a 1998 Toyota Camry. That was the biggie. But they were sucked in because it turned out that was only worth $100. Then they had a bit of a garage sale. They bought a signed Donald Bradman bat with that, traded that for a safari trip for 2 to Kenya.
Now, Finchy, who we speak about, is Andrew Fincher. He's on the line with us now. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, boys. How are you going?
Very well, thank you. Where are you up to, and what have you got in your possession at the moment? How can we help you?
Well, it was just breaking news last night, actually. The previous trade before was the $2,200 for the Bradman bat.
Nice.
And as of last night, we just got some flights confirmed for a safari for 2 to Kenya.
So, mate, are you going to take it or are you going to trade it?
B-button. We will be trading it, but yeah, I mean, we've got this new website initiative called Plan Big out there.
Yeah.
And it was through that. It's a website where you can put a plan online and people can make comments and so forth. And that's actually how we got it, because we said we need cheap flights to Kenya. Can anybody help us out? And someone's going, I'll make a few calls. They got onto us, gone, we've got someone to get the trips for you funded.
But Finchy, you do not have to trade it. You could actually go to Kenya and try and do something over there, like shoot a line or something.
We've been thinking about it, but the red tape, it's just all a mess.
What are you valuing the flights to Africa at, Finchy?
We're rough value about 8 to 10 grand at the moment. Safaris themselves are quite expensive. For 2 people, 14 days, you're looking at about 4 grand minimum. But the flights themselves would be about 4 grand minimum as well. So yeah,
do you get
between 8 and 10 grand.
Do you get to keep an elephant?
If you can bring it back with you,
yeah,
sure.
Why not? So so would you like somebody now to just say ring up 133353 and say I'll trade you that for X?
I would love it. I mean, guys, if you're out there, if you want the holiday of a lifetime, but you got like a boat or a caravan you don't use anymore, just give it a buzz.
Because all this is going to charity, isn't it, Finchy?
It is. We're trying to get to $1 million. That'll be donated to 3 different charities, all based in Australia. So yeah.
But Finchy, it's not cash you're after, although you'll take the cash, clearly. But what you're actually after is for someone to offer something of more value than the trip to Kenya. So,
exactly.
for example, a day with Eddie in the president's box.
Exactly. Or, a day with yourself, maybe. Who knows?
Well, Tony's got a few model airplanes.
I would not trade them.
Not going to trade them?
They are my children, and I would not trade them.
Good on you, Tony, in the
Yeah.
spirit of charity.
They're probably, and just as at a guess, I'm figuring
priceless.
They're worth less than 8 to 10 grand.
I'm not convinced Finchy shouldn't go to Kenya, by the way. I think if he went there and basically came back with some contraband, sells the story, border security, when he gets busted on the way through, and you're probably at 20 grand already for that whole thing already. Or you flog the illegal python